Hello and welcome to Star Inside News. Today we are going to share Harry and Meghan stayed in Windsor last night after united with royals to mourn Queen but are expected to return to Archie and Lilibet as soon as they can after not seeing them for nearly 3 weeks. Harry and Meghan stayed in the UK last night after reuniting with the royals to mourn the Queen but are expected to leave for California as soon as they can after not seeing Archie and Lilibet for nearly 3 weeks. The Sussex arrived in Britain on September 3 for the first time since the Queen Platinum Jubilee. In June, they expected to stay only briefly, but with the news Her Majesty was ill, Prince Harry cancelled his appearance at the Well Child Award in London and rushed to Balmoral. Although the Duchess of Sussex did not join him in Scotland, she was by his side for a series of official events over the 10 days periods of mourning, including the funeral yesterday. The Sussex were reported at the weekend to be planning to fly back to the US as soon as they could, although informed sources last night told the Times that the couple were still in UK. Harry was seen puffing his cheeks yesterday evening as he got into a car with Meghan following an emotional day which saw Queen Elizabeth II finally laid to rest with her beloved husband, Prince Philip. The Duke of Sussex and other royals including King Charles III and Queen Consort Camilla were pictured leaving St. George Chapel in Windsor yesterday afternoon after a moving committal service for the late monarch. In what was the longest of day, the royal family relatives of the Queen went back to Windsor Castle for some rest before returning to St. George Chapel for a private burial service later that night. There they witnessed Her Majesty being buried with the Duke of Edinburgh in a service conducted by the Dean of Windsor in the King George VI Memorial Chapel. It was one of the only part of yesterday that was not televisionized, with billions of people around the world thought to have seen some part of the procession and series in honor of Her Majesty. At the start of the day, members of the royal family, including Prince George IX and Prince Charlotte VII and thousands of world leaders and foreign dignitaries congregated at Westminster Abbey for the late monarch's funeral service. Harry was visibly emotional during the procession and inside the church, as was Meghan, who was seen wiping away tears at the ceremony. The Sussex were placed on the second row at the Abbey, and Harry was prevented from wearing his military uniform or saluting as the Queen coffin passed the cenotaph during the procession before the service due to no longer being a senior royal. The week saw several rare displays of public unity between the royal family and Harry and Meghan. On September 10, the couple were invited to join the Prince and Princess of Wales to inspect floral tribute outside Windsor Castle, while yesterday William was seen appearing to direct Harry and Meghan to their seats during the later service at St. George Chapel. But onlookers noted that lack of warmth or eye contact between the two brothers. Yesterday, Harry was seen walking solemnly on the grass outside St. George Chapel in Windsor, ahead of the Queen's committal service, and speaking with his aunt, Princess Anne, and her husband, Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence. At the service, Her Majesty was laid to rest with Prince Philip, along with her husband, father, mother, and sister, as her 70-year reign came to an end, and with the removal of her crown, orb, and spectre from her coffin. Her eldest son and the next new monarch, King Charles, looked deeply moved at his mother's remains descended on a day where he appeared tearful on a number of occasions as he said goodbye to his mother, the 12th British monarch to be buried at Windsor. A smaller, more private burial service took place last night, with the Queen's family finally giving the chance to pay their respect and mourn her passing away from the public gaze. If you like the video, kindly like, comment, share and subscribe.